Hello everyone, what is going on? It is Foul Play here, and we are back again for some more Modern here today. We're going to be jamming another couple of Modern Leagues, and we're going to be doing it with Amulet Titan here today. So Amulet Titan has been arguably one of the better decks in the format for a very long time. And as well as some other decks, they get to utilize the very powerful card, which is AUS Saga. And they also get access to Abundant Harvest as well, which is a pretty strong card. So for those of you that don't know, and I'm sure pretty much everyone out there already does, oops, put that back in there. So the goal of the deck is to get to Amulet Titan, which is a 6 mana 6/6 with trample. When it ETBs or attacks, you may search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library. The Amulet of Vigor allows your lands to enter untapped, and you can use that to do some pretty funky things, like when your creature enters, give it haste and vigilance until end of turn. And then on the attack trigger, you can potentially give it double strike and just get a win. Another really neat way to kill your opponent is the utilization of Dryad of Lycian Grove, giving each of your lands land types of every land type, every basic land type, and combining that with the effect of Valakut Molten Pinnacle. Whenever a mountain enters the battlefield, if you control at least 5 other mountains, you may have Valakut deal 3 damage to any target. So that's important because you can shoot creatures out, you can shoot people's face. It's just generally quite strong. Now the land base is a bit funky. We have a bunch of these things called bounce lands. So Simic Growth Chamber here enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters, return a land you control to its owner's hand. But it taps for 2 mana. It taps for 1 green, 1 blue. So you've got a whole bunch of them. You've got the Gruul one over here. You've got the Boros one over here. Selesnya one over here. And Castle Garenbrig is, a land which reads put a 5 mana Titan into play in a deck which has an abundance of fast mana and ways to ramp your mana. In addition, your Dryad of Lycian Grove and your Azusa let you ramp 1 card on the Dryad and 2 cards on the Azusa, 2 extra land cards per turn. With the sideboard, it's mostly pretty stock. We got some Bejuga Bog in here for Graveyard Hate, Radiant Fountain for life gain, Pithing Needle because you can get it off of as a Saga. Boreal Grazers if we need to be fast, Mystical Repeal for Amulet Titan, Dismember for creature matchups, Tireless Tracker for attrition-based matchup, Endurance for graveyard matchups, Foundation Breaker, Force of Vigor, both Artifact and Enchantment Hate, and Engineered Explosives, mostly aggro combo hate, right? Or some description of combo. So that's a super quick rundown on the deck. This is going to be pretty exciting. It is my first time playing it, so we're going to see how stupidly busted it is. And I got some things to update here. So we need to change everyone's screen over to this one. And then I need to update my Stream Decker to have the right deck list. I'm no Titan expert, and I know there's probably a lot of nuances in your construction of your deck, ways that you run around making your card selections, because there are a lot of amazing card selections that you can have. Found our first opponent, and yeah, I'm not going to be a super crazy expert on too many of those nuances. Alright, so match number 1, we lost the die roll. Not the best start. We have no green mana here for our Explore. We have some decent looking creatures, but overall, this is a mulligan. Versing Malaksiki, however I say his name. I can't read. Opponent keeping a 7 with mulligan to this. This looks decent. I will keep it. we can turn one Amulet. So as for what to put on the bottom, my assumption is Abundant Harvest. So we got 1, 2, 3. I think I'm supposed to ditch the Abundant Harvest here because I have a lot of good stuff. So I'm not really sure. We could go for Breeding Pool. I think its only function in the main deck is to help transmute Talaria West. I'm not sure if that's something we should be planning for currently. It's possible we want to, though. Find an Explorer. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's a pretty good one to find. Oh, opponent's got to stop on my draw step. It's going to be fun. They're obviously playing quite slowly. I'm pretty sure they just stopped to look me up. I said good luck and they responded with hello. It's like, okay. Clearly, you speak English and don't have manners. I don't know. So we'll try for our Amulet. Opponent searches out a Triome land, the Jeskai variant. Chalice of the Void. So he's going to put that on 0. Perfectly reasonable play. Main deck Chalice in my opponent's Jeskai deck. Stoneforge Mystic, presumably Prismatic Ending. Alright. We'll just explore. Man, this card's so good. Main deck Amulet hate is insane. Alright. So we can't really play around Mana Leak here, but we can potentially play around something like... Okay. I have no idea what my opponent is on right now. He's got a very weird combination of cards, in my opinion. Find the Titan. Good start. Just go ahead and cast the Dryad of Elysian Grove here. Bounce the Lesnia Sanctuary, get rid of that Spreading Seas. And pass the turn. Obviously, if we hit something like Cavernous Souls to get past Counter Magic, that would be fantastic. It's probably quite unlikely to happen. Looks like he's just going to kill our Dryad of Elysian Grove with another Prismatic Ending. Fun. Okay. I'm sure they'll run out of, like, sorcery speed removal at some point, right? Right. Abundant Harvest. Good way to kick things off. Choose one. I'll choose non-land. We find a Summoner's Pack. Wow, what a brick. Big rip. Alright, currently 6 mana on the battlefield. Hopefully we can resolve the prime time, but I mean Counterspell is now in modern. I guess Mana Leak would be good enough there as well. I'm very scared about Counterspell. Opponent taps out 5 mana for Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. How many lands does Teferi untap? 2. This is a super awkward read right here. It's got very bizarre interaction in my opinion. Super flooded. Maybe I'm just supposed to force him to have it on the prime time, because I guess our situation doesn't get any better. We could also always top deck another prime time as well. What does that do? Not a whole lot, but the construct token could be very handy. Yeah, you don't like that one, do you, opponent? Interact with my bullshit land. I didn't think so. Alright. Well, we've probably pulled the gun on this a turn too late, but we'll see what happens. The fact they had Colonnade Mana and didn't do anything is pretty telling. I will say that Saga was, out of all the lands to draw, fantastic, because we can start getting these construct tokens and they can start clocking our opponent. Do have to be a little bit aware of these Celestial Colonnades though. Opponent drawing an extra card a turn. What a world we live in here. It could be that my opponent's basically running a blue-white control deck, just splashing for the red and the green just to ramp up, beef up the prismatic ending a little bit. Ew. Who are you targeting? Oh, you targeted yourself. Lame. So I guess this will be a good test for Urza Saga to see how hard that card can go. Splendid. I guess I shouldn't always yield, because next turn I'm probably going to want to do it in response. So we'll go ahead and Growth Chamber. Bounce this Forest. Pass to my opponent. My opponent's likely got a slew of removal spells, plus he has the minus from Teferi to help deal with the Urza Saga token. I guess they could have Spreading Seas to sort of try and interact with it. All right. So that was all in my end step. I'm terrified to see what's going to happen to the Saga here. Is Spreading Seas just because Urza Saga is having that much of an impact that they want something to effectively destroy the Saga? Oh, and it's Teferi Time Reveler. Lovely. I mean, this card doesn't really do anything at this point of the game. Okay, I just clicked through. I'm going to concede here. I mean, like, we're probably quite unlikely to win it anyway, but we could have had a Construct Token. Construct Token A would have been bounced, B removed by one of the 7 cards in hand. Alright, so a control deck. Bajuga Bog, maybe on a Boreal Grazer. I don't really see any sort of an argument for Explosives. Pithing Needle could be good though, and Endurance could also be pretty good at dealing with my opponent's graveyard. Is this a tracker matchup or not? I know that we can pretty easily take out Radiant Fountain for that Bajuga Bog. We've already seen Spreading Seas from our opponent, so maybe it's... Is it correct to bring in Enchantment Hate? He might just use his Spreading Seas to just destroy my Urza's Saga though, in which case the Enchantment Hate is a dead card. Wouldn't mind something like Gadok Teague in my deck so that I could stop them from casting Prismatic Ending. I think that could be pretty strong. What do we even want to remove from the library, from the deck now? Maybe just Abundant Harvest can either get trimmed or removed. I guess we probably just want to try and combo off, and it's... Although, I don't know, maybe Tireless Tracker's really good. I'm not so sure. Not convinced, but we'll bring it in. Is Pithing Needle for Planeswalkers too greedy? We can name essentially their Planeswalkers, but not much else. It's probably okay, right? Definitely going to keep up with the card advantage. RE Tracker. Okay, thank you, BPAF. Appreciate it. Maybe just 2 Boreal Grazers is enough. Alright. Well, this looks like a steaming pile of poop. Oh, lol. So, like, every last Castle Garenbrig is going to enter tapped. I mean, I suppose with Amulet, they'll start entering untapped. It's not great, though. Opponent keeping another 7. Splendid. Like, I know we can essentially turn 3 in Azusa into... Can we explore then? I mean, it just seems slow. I don't know if I really like this. And there's like nothing to do once we get there either. Oh my fucking god, what is with these hands? This is not the Amulet Titan, I know. I can't see myself mulliganing any lower, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. Ditch a Titan, ditch a Pact. Done, and we're going to have an extremely slow hand. Regrettably. Because of Spreading Seas, it could be worth holding Boros Garrison until much later turns. We draw another bounce land. Sure. Forest pass. I guess if we draw like a forest or a Castle Garenbrig, we can just play the Dryad of Elysian Grove, which seems decent. Just prepping for that. I guess I could have played like Boros Garrison, but that's also playing into Spreading Seas, which I don't love. Maze Mine Tome in a blue-white control deck. Interesting. Very rough. Can we just like nut the Amulet off the top of our library? That would be lovely. Okay. I'm not sure what my opponent's waiting on here. They must be double queuing or something, right? Like, Okay. I guess we were punished for not pulling the trigger in the earlier turn. Might actually bounce the forest here to protect the forest. So forest will enable Castle Garenbrig to enter tapped, and I don't really want to lose any more tempo than I've already lost this game, right? Where's my Veil of Summer? Veil of Summer could be... I mean, I guess it's not going to do anything against Prismatic Endings, so... It's probably not as amazing as I think it was, but yeah, it's probably quite good against the counterspell side of their deck, right? Cool. Well, this Dryad of Lycian Grove is probably going to get swiftly countered here. What do you mean? What do you mean I have to click those 2 mana symbols? It's so dumb. Aethergast. Sure. Well, we already have another one, so I'm just going to chuck this on the bottom. I'm like, it's really unfortunate that we weren't able to commit anything to the board on turn 2. Because my opponent tapped out for Maze Mind Home, which just seems obscenely greedy to me. And I have a feeling like we've missed our opportunity of them just tapping out randomly for something stupid and greedy. We can Titan next turn, though. Turn 5 Titan off the second Castle Garenbrig. So maybe if they go uber greedy for a Jace the Mind Sculptor or something, we can resolve a Titan, get some lands. Looking at the Urza's Sagas, presumably. That could be greedy. We probably want Valakut for the Dryad of Lycian Grove. Who knows? Doesn't look like he's holding up counter magic or anything, chat. Holy smokes. What? Has he got Vendilion Clique? Oh, he's going after that. Sure. Please thin my library. I'm sick of drawing lands, opponent. 32 lands is too much. I found the limit. Now I just need to adopt playing 25 in everything I do. Okay. So... Problem is, like, these growth chambers are just so fucking slow without the amulet, man. And I didn't play my Dryad of Lycian Grove. Okay, I suck. Let's scoop. Let's go to the next one. I'm sick of playing against counter magic. Okay. Whatever. We suck. Opponent interacting too hard to let me work out what my deck does. Super lame. Alright, we're awake now, maybe. Alright, so we'll move on to the second match shortly. And see if we can do the thing with the busted cards. I'm pretty excited to try out Urza's Saga here, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright, match number 2. Lost the die roll again. Splendid. Versing a Luris deck. Mika Camel. I mean, this has got to be decent. Turn 1 Amulet into a turn 2 Dryad of Lycian Grove. Let's go ahead and keep. And then we can also explore on top of that. No! Okay, it's just a channeler. Hooray! Oh, Urza's Saga? Yikes. Hell yeah? Hell yeah. Get out there, little amulet. I've never felt so dirty. Alright. What slew of mana efficient spells are coming our way next? They're just playing that creature with Kicker White. This is the discard one, the Hymn to Turok one, yeah. So we found an Arboreal Grazer as well. Yikes. No other bounce lands yet. Right, so Boreal Grazer can get an extra land into play. Tapped, Amulet will untap it. So we should be okay here to go Forest. Tap the Forest, play the Arboreal Grazer. Get the Gruul Turf into play off it. And that's untapped. Now we can tap, Dryad of Elysian Grove. And we can play an additional land, which is Vesuva into Explore. And I have a feeling I want to reset my AUS Saga. Maybe not. Maybe I reset my bounce land. Okay. Alright, we've now got all the mana and not very much to do with it. AUS Saga can get me a second Amulet. I'm not sure how much that helps me. So I think in this spot, I'm just going to reset the AUS Saga so that we can start getting construct tokens. Guess I should not be always yielding to that. Alright, cool. That's a pretty good turn too. Inquisition of Kozilek. Well, more like Stinkquisition in this spot. Cool. This Turok will not be growing here today. Kroxa. Oh no, we're gonna take some damage. Where's my Bajuga Bog? I need an adult. Alright, ditch Breeding Pool. No. Unselect. Ditch Forest. Yeah. Unless they deal with the Amulet, Breeding Pool is just gonna be better for potential Talaria West. Cool. That seems kind of good. Alright, double AUS Saga. We're going to be able to start churning out these constructs now. I'm looking forward to it. From next turn, we're going to start getting some very powerful constructs on the battlefield. Our opponent may be able to make us discard more land though. Which could shut off... no, they can't shut off our resetting of the sagas. Sure. Kick of protection from white. Whenever an opponent discards a spell, put a 1/1 counter on it. So he could block here, but then if he's got Lightning Bolt, he kills Dryad of Elysian Grove. I think we just block the 1 damage with a Boreal Grazer. We're going to win on board anyway very shortly. Lightning Bolt. Going face. Well, I mean, not surprisingly, the read on Lightning Bolt was relevant. Opponent 1 mana off of Croxer, but bricked for the turn, I'm assuming. Oh, he's actually buffed up. He's got the Delirium, so he does trade with the Boreal Grazer. I think that's okay. It's done its job, right? Castle Garenbrig. Alright. Let's yield to these abilities. Create a token, sorcery speed, so we can reset the sagas. We can only reset 1, actually. I think that's still good enough. Alright, excellent. Seems like a decent spot to get in for 2. And it could be correct to actually chump with the construct tokens here and devastate my opponent's board. He's down to 2 cards in hand. Thoughtseize. An issue we could potentially run into is he's going to have flying to continue to attack us with, so us going to 1 is obviously not ideal. But yeah, I think I like just trading here. If he plays Croxer, however, it will disable the Dragon Raid's Channeler's OP-ness. Shadow. Can only be blocked by creatures with Shadow. Okay. So my opponent's not giving me the option. What do you mean? Okay, so hopefully after I place these abilities onto the stack, I can respond and tap this before it goes too wild. Create a token. Yes, we're doing it. Tap this one. Click the mana symbols. I'm not really sure how helpful another Amulet of Vigor is going to be here. We bricked on land again. We've got no bounce lands to utilize. I'm not even sure what we can do with Expedition Map though. We'll just get an Amulet. We can pump these to 6/6s, and that's a little bit short on damage. A little bit short. The play mattered. So we get them all the way down to 1. 1 is obviously not good enough. And then we just lose. Cool. Alright. That was close. That was really, really close. Oof. Bajuga Bog, good. Endurance, good. Tireless Tracker seems really good. Radiant Fountain seems okay. I don't see a use for Pithing Needle, short of naming Mish's Bobble, which seems kind of loose. Love the idea of explosives. It seems really strong. Not sure chaining Urza Sagas for more Urza Sagas off the expedition map is really where we want to be. I'm not sure how much I like Abundant Harvest either. I guess it like cascades and finds stuff. I just don't want it to find lands, right? Maybe I'm undervaluing the card. Boreal Grazer can block flyers, which is kind of nice. So it's like Azusa's too cute here. It dies to Lightning Bolt. Maybe Azusa's a bit cute. Not really sure Cavern of Souls is necessary in this matchup, and if we're bringing in Bejuga Bog and Radiant Fountain, it might be okay to take out a land. And I've never been that huge on Explore. So still another 2 cards though. Alright, something like that. Cool. What you doing, Missy? Dogs just entered the room. Alright, so Prime Time can get discarded. We're pretty slow on this hand. We have AUS, which is okay. We don't have like a Titan or any ramp or anything. I think we're just mulligan for something better. This hand has the Amulet. We can keep. Ditch what? 1 Summoner's Pact. I can't really see myself ditching mana here. So next turn we can Growth Chamber, Bouncing Growth Chamber, Floating Mana. Goodbye Summoner's Pact, we can no longer do that. I was thinking of Dryad of Lycian Grove, bounce the Simic Growth Chamber, and then we can go into Prime Time afterwards. We find an Explore. I guess we're returning Forest because this got stacked wrong. Okay, sure. And we're not even floating the mana because we're nupty. Okay. Find the Summoner's Pact. Well, that feels uber punishing. Feels uber punishing there. I guess we couldn't do it all in one turn anyway, though. Alright, let's see what we can do next turn. So my opponent got more discard. That would be unfortunate. Dash, Monkey. Alright, so you got a discard afterwards off the treasure token, though. That's the main thing. What do you exile? A Forest. Perfect. Ragavan is like so fucking strong. This card's insane. Like, its obvious weakness is its legendary, but oh, for fuck's sake, he had another Inquisition. Jesus, man. Ugh. Yep. Strong magicians are afoot. Boreal Grazer. Hooray, we can ramp our mana out onto the battlefield. Let's go. Hey, look. Sunhome enters untapped. Bonus. Go team. I mean, I suppose my opponent's not had a Thoughtseize for my Titan yet. We're also a Castle Garenbrig or Bounce Land off of Casting Titan. It's kind of nice. It's like such sweet tech having Shizo with... Fuck me, man. Oh, jeez. The interaction is hard. Hard and powerful. Well, we might as well get some description of value off this one. Do we go for the tracker? No, probably not. Just go for Dried of Elysian Grove. Perfect. We done the thing. Very nice. Ragavan actually enables Fatal Push end step. I didn't think about that before. This is really sweet with their Ragavan, their Croxa, potentially Lurith, cards like that, the legendary. Gives them fear. Freaking broken. Good stuff. I suppose also Croxa as well. Imagine 9 damage you can't do anything about. It's pretty revolting. Can't be blocked until end of turn, except by artifact creatures and or black creatures. Something tells me this is going to get some fear. Oh, they just slow cast it? Alright, let's float some mana. Apparently we have to click it. Oh, I have to click it up here, do I? Okay. I only had to click part of it up there? That seems odd. I don't know what we can do. I need some cards. All my cards being in the graveyard is not appealing to me. I thought Thoughtseize. Yeah, here it is. Yes, Amulet was doing nothing other than resolving potentially next turn. We've seen that he's... Didn't he answer our first Amulet though? With Colligan's command, yeah. This has fear. This has flying. We probably should cash in the Arboreal Grazer. Actually, we should definitely cash in the Arboreal Grazer. Oh, opponent finds the graveyard one. What's he casting? Nothing? Oh boy, another Arboreal Grazer. Here I am, like, hoping to potentially get like an engineered explosives, and I'm just drawing my shitty 1-drops that do nothing at this point in the game. I just realized the variant of the deck that we're playing here today does not have the Turn Timber Symbiosis land, which is really powerful. They probably just cut that out when Urza's Saga came around. Oh, for fuck's sake, Alpine Moon, are you shitting me? Our opponent is very prepared for this matchup. So I think we're losing this one at this point. I mean, we can draw Enchantment Destruction. It's just like we have to... Urza's Saga is not the worst name in the world. Fuck. Not Lurus. Come on, man. Don't do me like this. Oh, he's finally emptied his hand. I don't know how we get anywhere with it all, but yeah. Look, we'll double block this one for style. Slayer's Stronghold into exile. Alright, let's start attacking with this one. The other one can be on defense, blocking the Lurus. And we're going to have to try winning through the Mishra's Bobble Lurus advantage and the Ragavan advantage. Another channeler. Gross. Go on, attack with your Lurus. I dare you. This channeler is actually really annoying on blocking duty. Get hit for 5 this turn, down to 6. We need to somehow win next turn. Yeah, I cannot conceive of how we do that with 4 mana. And absolutely nothing. I'm sorry, what? Oh, it's got fear. Yeah, that's a thing. Oh god, what have we drawn now? What have we drawn? Croxer from the grave? Fucking, the hurt is getting piled on here. My opponent's deck is doing very impressively here. Alright, draw to save us. That card will not cut the cheese, not this late in the game. Alright, GG's. Sigh. Well, now we're in the losers bracket, so now it's time for us to verse some like wacky shit that's shit, right? And then just stomp on them with a tier 1 deck that we shouldn't be losing with. Surely that's the thing. Maybe I'm just like completely undervaluing Abundant Harvest. Talking is difficult. I don't know. Just draws you like a random card. It doesn't seem that good to me. I guess we can sort of see from that matchup that you don't get your cards on the battlefield quick enough and they disrupt you well enough, then you have and you like fall behind. You don't really do that much. To be fair, he did also have 3 discard spells to deal with our... No, sorry, 4 discard spells, counting the Colligan's command. 2 Inquisitions, 1 Thoughtseize, 1 Colligan's command. Alright, the third match. We've won a die roll. Let's go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Piss off, hand. Jesus. That's more like it. Alright, we'll keep this one. Bottom 1 forest. Done. I don't think we lead on Urza's Saga because we can't quite get the value off it, and we've already got the Amulet. So I think we'll just cast the Amulet off the forest, pass. Then we can pact into Dryad of Lycian Grove. And then that eats up the Saga for a full turn. So we're hoping to see a land which isn't Saga. Says my opponent's playing Gruul mid-range 12 days ago. Oh, they're currently 0-3. We're in the loser bracket. Let's go. So obviously Ponza is probably going to be difficult for us. We'll see. Maybe we're actually fast out of the gates for a turn. For a game. Forest. Plus the Arbor Elf. Okay. Abundant Harvest. Doesn't seem great at this point. Let's tap mana here. Play the Growth Chamber. Bounce effect can go on the stack first, so it resolves second. What? Cool. So which land do I want to bounce now? Probably the Simic Growth Chamber. Get our Dryad. Cast our Dryad. Play our Growth Chamber. Did I just kill us? I think I just killed us. So this trigger, this trigger. Abundant Harvest. I suppose we need to choose non-land. I think we just killed ourselves, so... well, that's one way to screw up something which is guaranteed. So if my opponent's smart here, he'll just let me die to my own upkeep trigger, because I'm an absolute pelican, apparently. And I wouldn't reveal any information as to whether or not I'm Ponza or Heliod if I was my opponent. That makes it look more like Ponza. Yep, cool. Alright, so in my head, I didn't take into account the bounce effects stripping my mana away. Because I was thinking we could have Forest Saga, all that shit in play at the end of the turn and everything would be peachy, but obviously we fired this all off just like a turn early. So it's Ponza. Okay. So let's see if we can learn how to play our fucking deck for one game this league. Mystical Repeal, Foundation Breaker, Force of Vigor. I think Ponza is okay. I don't really think we need Radiant Fountain. Pithing Needle seems okay. It can name... Seems okay, but it probably just doesn't make the cut. Obviously, I can name Arbor Elf and interrupt them doing their thing. I think we probably need some Dismembers for potential Magus of the Moons. Do I just value a Boreal Grazer higher now? I think I kind of do. Over, like, Abundant Harvest. Something like that. We need to sideboard 2 more cards out. Okay, no, we're running 62 cards. I don't know why I had 2 extra cards in my deck that I didn't account for. Well, I mean, this is awful. Mulligan. This is really good. I will keep this. We need to put 1 card on the bottom of our library. I'm assuming it's Boros Garrison. Maybe it's just Expedition Map. Expedition Map lets us search out for a second basic forest though, so we can slow cast a prime time. Opponent mulligan to 6 as well. Okay. I think we're supposed to ditch the garrison here. Surely not. Surely it's just map. Let's not overthink it. Okay, cool. We'll just try and do the Titan thing, and maybe we like lock into drawing a Dryad of Lycian Grove or something to start ramping from early. If not, we have Tireless Tracker, and if it doesn't get killed, it's going to be really spicy. Arbor for sure. Castle Garenbrig, that's a good one to help the Titan out. So if we like Tracker now, they can't moon next turn. And I think they want to moon next turn. So I think playing Tracker now works out fine for us. Stack, stack. Tap. Untap. Bounce effect, bounce the forest, tap this, cast the tracker. Cool. So now he's not really got a good pillage target in my opinion, but I mean he could still do okay from it. So the choice has to be between Blood Moon or like a Stomp or Lightning Bolt. You'd have to assume they sideboard out some sort of like small creature removal against us, maybe. Because Stomp doesn't kill anything in our main deck except Azusa. And Tireless Tracker is sort of, I guess, a little bit of an odd side in. Topiary Sprawl. Sure. So my opponent now has access to 4 mana, which is Bloodbraid territory. Oh, he untaps that land? What? You just don't want to have unspent mana? I suppose that's reasonable. Blood Moon. Can we call it or can we call it? Alright, let's get out some bounce lands. Got a clue there. I'm just going to sack the clue, draw a card. Get my counters. Yield to that. So I'm trying to get it out of like being killed as quick as possible, right? So if we can make one more land drop, we'll get it away from Lightning Bolt, which will be huge. And then we just need to try and dodge Chandra after that. Yeah, no. Completely reasonable. What is he doing for 6 mana? Oh dear Lord, what is happening? Fury. Perfect. Alright, we cannot buy a win this league. Holy smokes. Of course, we're throwing games left, right, and center, so that probably does not help. So not much point going for any sort of Summoner's Pact or anything. I guess I should have played the Forest to get rid of this Explore. I'm trying to protect it from pillage though, so I don't know. Maybe it's incorrect to correct from pillage because I'm already very far behind. What the fuck is this? Flying. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target non-basic land and opponent controls. Cool. Goodbye, castle. No, Grulturf. Okay. Okay. We could just draw some enchantment hate, and that would be really strong as well. 1 card left in my opponent's hand. We find the forest. I could just like really do with a Valakut here to try and work my way up to. So we have to cast Explore. Opponent's like completely fucking us over by doing that as well. Cool. And Amulet of Vigor, perfect. That's just what the doctor ordered. None of our lands are entering tapped because of the Blood Moon. Unlucky. Very unlucky. Oh, for fuck's sake. Khan the Great Creator as well. Yep. Hate this card with the biggest passion. I think I actually hate this card more than I hate Heliod. And that's stating a fair bit. Liquid metal coating. Oh boy, oh boy. Is that not just the most exciting thing ever? I just don't know what to do at this point. I just think we're screwed no matter what. Like, if we go for Summoner's Pact, they just destroy one of our fucking mana, and then we're completely screwed. Alright, that might be the one card in our deck that can actually help us. Although we're just dead. Fucking whatever. Alright, well, we suck. On to the next league. Next match. I don't think it's worth scooping. Like, I value learning the deck here at this point, if that makes sense. Because it seems very straightforward when my opponents are doing it. I've never regarded Titan as an easy deck to play, by the way. I definitely have always regarded it as complex. But it seems easy when you're watching your opponents do it, but obviously there's a lot to think about. I think once you learn all the little nuances and shit, it can be really powerful though. I'll say we have not had a turn 2 win in a single game. And I think this deck's a little bit renowned for turn 2 wins, but that's like a double Amulet hand, right? Alright, we're currently 0-3. Our opponent's currently 0-4. We are currently playing... Our opponent is currently playing Spheres, whatever that means. Oh, Spheres is the opponent's name. Gotcha. So, we have a very slow-looking hand here, which could possibly be Tron. Got a mulligan. Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. This is a freaking beautiful hand. I think we ditched the map because it's just a more expensive version of Abundant Harvest. And yeah, we won the die roll this time, so we're going to be on the play. Everything is coming up Millhouse. Alright, jam it down. Pass the turn. Dragon's Raid's Channeler deck. Cool. Tap this for mana. Play this. This, then this on the stack. Untap. Bounce effect. Bounce the AUS Saga. Tap. Play Dryad of Elysian Grove. Play the Saga. Tap the Saga for green mana for Abundant Harvest. And we're going to look for land, are we? Or non-land here? Got 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So we sort of have to go for land to guarantee the Titan next turn. Awesome. Oh no, leave my Dryad of Elysian Grove alone. Oh sweet, it's just a Soul Scale Mage. We're peachy, it's all good. False alarm, people. So tap, tap. Slay a Stronghold. Untap trigger first. We'll retap it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the Saga. Play the Saga. Trigger on the Saga. Cast the Prime Time. Right. Go for Valakut plus Valakut. Triggers on the stack, they untap. Didn't 5 enter simultaneously and we didn't get a thing. That's super lame. Yeah. Attacking here is loose into mutagenic growth, so I don't think we want to throw the game. Actually, now that I think about it. Cool. So Slayer's Stronghold was like a really unfortunate land to draw in that spot, and I don't think we ended up needing it at all. But we might be able to get a pretty spicy turn what, 4 kill here. Wow, that is a lot of 1 mana creatures, opponent. Holy smokes, where are your non-creature spells? Wild. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play 2 lands. They both enter untapped. I think we can do the Titan thing here. Except we've only got 1 amulet, so we might not be able to do it super crazy. But I think we can do it. So Summoner's Pact for Titan. For prime time. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Cast the prime time. Triggers. Start dealing with my opponent's small stuff as well. Yes, abilities. So we probably want to get our Boris Garrison here. And maybe just a Vesuva as well. So land, we'll copy a Valakut. Oh, I stacked it wrong. The Boris Garrison trigger is supposed to go earlier. Okay, so this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here, Opponent concedes. Cool. Awesome. We did the really annoying slow thing that I'm sure our opponent does not appreciate. Explosive seems great. Fountain seems good. I don't really think we want Dismember. I don't see anything else we really want. Arboreal Grazer can like block, but is that good enough? I'm not sure. I think we minus Arboreal, an Expedition map as well, and just go like that. Mulligan this one. Sure, this seems like a keep. I'll put Some Home on the bottom. Seems like the sort of card which is for much later on. Cool. So Channeler, Misha's Bubble, triggers. We can get our incremental life gain happening right from the start here. 3 cards left in their hand. Did they mulligan? 4, 5, 6. I think they mulligan once. Oh boy, we're surely drawing all of our bounce lands now that we have our amulets. This is great. I'm not salty about what lands we're drawing or anything. That's a good one. A little bit slow, given the fact that we don't have any bounce lands right now, but once we get these lands that start coming into play untapped, that's going to be fantastic. Alright, opponent plays Blood Moon. I think we've actually got the tools to beat that if they can't deal with Dryad of Elysian Grove. Joke's on them. We don't own any bounce lands. Alright, so Castle Garenbrig. Pop, pop, pop. Dryad of Elysian Grove. Land for turn. Pass turn. And now none of our lands are going to enter tapped is the problem. So we need to hit a couple of land drops in a row. We can... Lava Darts. Okay. I'm assuming Dryad of Elysian Grove is going to start getting shrunk down. Oh, he's going face. Gotcha. Thing has flying. Alright, so Summoner's Pact here for a second Dryad of Elysian Grove. We'll just tap it off red mana for spiciness here. Not much point attacking into a 3/3. Cool. Alright, so any land off the top and we can Titan Phoenix. That's fine. Actually, we can't Titan. We've got our Summoner's Pact trigger. We're all the way down to 7 with all these disgusting flyers. Okay, I don't know what we can do at this point. He's down to 1 card in hand, but we can't block flyers. Oh boy. Well, we hit our mana. Doesn't really matter though. So this one's going to be heading to a game 3 by the looks of things. He had 1 lava dart on interaction and then like a million creatures and a blood moon. Interesting. Well, we did sideboard in our enchantment hate. Or didn't we? Okay, we didn't. I guess we semi-deserve that. He's also got like phoenixes. They're kind of frustrating though, right? Okay, so I might get rid of some home, maybe, or Talaria West, something like that. Let's get rid of a Talaria West. We did bring in a Radiant Fountain. I don't want to be too heavy on the land drops. It's crazy. Do people ever side out copies of Titan because they're just very expensive to cast? Not sure. B2C, time for Mystical Rebuild in the sideboard. Yeah, it is making its way into the sideboard. What do you reckon? Do we want Arboreal Grazers or not really? I guess like it's a way to slow them down so we can reach our later game. So if we bring them in, we're probably looking at minusing out on either Explores or Abundant Harvests. We've currently got a 66 card deck. I guess like we've got a decent amount to do turn 1. Maybe we'll leave in like 1 Abundant Harvest and 1 Explore. Alright, whatever, that looks good. I suspected my opponent was mono red variant of this deck as opposed to the one splashing colors, particularly with Giganther. So got Harvest. We can look for non-land. We've got an Explosives to deal with a bunch of creatures. It's not really that good against Blood Moon, but I guess what is? Let's keep. Abundant Harvest, cast, choose non-land. Fuck, I hit Summoner's Pact every time off of this card. I've cast it twice, and it's hit me Summoner's Pact when I would prefer pretty much anything else. It's fucking awful, man. Why am I like cycling into my amulets off of this thing? Mono Abundant Harvest is just like your 5 through 8 copies of Summoner's Pact. I can confirm it here. It's, yeah. Good times. Valakut. Sure. Valakut seems nice. Explosives on 1. Looks good to me. Oh, they've got the Unholy Heat. That card seems very strong. We got Lava Dart from Modern Horizon 1s. Now we have Unholy Heat from Modern Horizons 2. He's playing the Jumpstart card. Okay, weird. This definitely seems a touch budget. Why is that still highlighted? Go away. Okay, cool. Another Summoner's Pact. Splendid. So surely we need to start getting Urza's Saga into play to try and find our freaking amulet. Very much. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I have another land drop that I did not make. Okay, I'm a peanut. Radiant Fountain should be back in hand for my Simic Growth Chamber here, I'm pretty sure. I guess I've just mentored my opponent into believing that I don't have any other land drops, so we're going to win now. Animorphose. I'm just like scared if they have a kill spell. Like a way to deal with Dryad of Elysian Grove and then we do very little. I guess we can just like hold up engineered explosives over time. Though. It's like really weird to look at Summoner's Pact as being an instant because I've only ever seen it played as a sorcery. Discard a card, then draw a card, rebound. Okay. Oh, he's discarding the Phoenix. I see what he's doing. I follow what he's doing. Alright, get hit by a bit of flying. Who needs that 2 life? Hopefully not us. Oh, Pog. Pog. So, I mean, that's like the nut draw right there, right? Okay, so tap this. So we can Growth Chamber, bounce it, have 6 mana, Prime Time, attack with Prime Time, triggers. So this one needs to go first. This one needs to go second. Wonder if I can like always stack them that way. This one. This one. I think I'm gonna... Is there any benefit to bouncing Radiant Fountain here? I think we want to hold this because it's so good with Amulet and we don't have any other bounce lands. We can get a bounce land though. Cast Pact. Get the Titan. Cast the Titan. Get the triggers. So here we want Boros Garrison and we want Slayer's Stronghold. Excellent. Bounce effect goes on the stack first, then the untap effects. Titan ability. Now we get Valakut and Vesuva. Vesuva can enter as a copy. Oh, can it not copy the Valakut here? Oh, that's awkward. I guess it can just copy it as a Saga then. And I don't really care what of these things go on the stack, but let's get rid of these creatures. Yes. Yes. Cool. We put our opponent to 7. That's got to be a pretty strong turn for us, right? It would be pretty impressive if he could kill us from here on, like, when we're on 14 life and this far ahead. So Unholy Heat can actually deal with the Titan, but then we've just got another Summoner's Pact, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, our Dryad of Elysian Grove. Oh no, we've left ourselves with the wrong mana. Oh god. Why? And my opponent's also on 6, and if we just shot face, we would have killed him. Oh boy, we have blundered horribly wrong here. I did not expect that. Can I somehow do anything? Huh. Alright, well, that's game. That's very silly bouncing the Simic Growth Chamber. Alright, I keep learning things when I'm losing, right? Holy smokes, this deck is very unforgiving. I think I'm going to go for a much easier league after this one. Much simpler kind of one. No Blood Moon though. But I guess we weren't holding Enchantment Hate in hand all game, so that's something. Turns out Graveyard Hate would have been okay against those Phoenixes. But I guess it's like only okay. I guess they have Delirium as well, actually, that we know about. And we can just use Bojuga Bog to shrink down their Dragon Rage channelers. So Bojuga Bog's actually probably pretty good there. This is a deck I think I should study more of though. Study more before I play next. It's like my brain does not learn that well just by watching people. I need to be practicing the deck myself and watching people, because then I'll pick up on the decisions they're making as opposed to like just not being as engaged, right? If I don't have the prior knowledge, I'm not going to be as engaged. Cool. All right, let's see if we can win a match now. Match number 5 versus Char Liquids. We won the die roll. Hand is decent. Not amazing. I'm going to keep. So my opponent was last seen 23 days ago playing white, blue, red, green. We could get triple Amulet of Vigor out, which would be pretty funny. I think it's a little bit redundant, though. Question is, do we start Urza's Saga or not? I think we do. I guess there's a chance that we go for the tokens, right? Witch's Oven. Alright, we're versing a food deck. Oh my dear lord. Why have we got so many copies of Amulet of Vigor? That is a little bit wild. Okay, cool. Alright, let's get down our triple Amulet hand and hope to draw a bounce land. If we draw a bounce land, it's easy. Valexian. Hello, Valexian. How you doing, my friend? Hey, look, we pogged into a bounce land. Look, that's... Yeah, let's go team. Let's go team. Like, free expedition map is probably fine here. If we get another Amulet out, we can get Dried of Elysian Grove, though. I'm pretty sure. Alright, cool. So let's Growth Chamber. This is where the fun begins. Growth Chamber, bounce trigger on the stack last. Tap. Okay. Untaps. Tap. Untap. Tap. Untap. Now I think I have to tap the forest here and bounce the forest, or else I might have trouble paying for the Summoner's Pact. So bounce the forest. Wait, can I still Summoner's Pact? I can if I play Talaria West for turn. No, I played the Growth Chamber for turn, didn't I? My friend isn't going to like me when you say... When you get your idea for your new deck. What's your new deck idea, Alexian? Is it Titan or is it something else? So, Dried of Elysian Grove. We'll look to cast it, and we'll utilize as much blue mana as possible. Now we can Talaria West, play. Trigger, 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 and trigger. Titan. No. Undo. Give me my land back. Give me my land back. Not like that. I don't want to click that one. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So, Boros Garrison. Slayer Stronghold. Bounce trigger on the stack last, and then we get a million amulet triggers. Holy smokes, we are going to have a lot of actions. I'm not even sure I'm clicking these in the right order, to be honest. I should probably be more astute with that. Cool. Physical cards, spending $80 on a goblin deck. Is this utilizing the new ones from the Dungeons and Dragons set? Then you just spent $60 on a combination of 5 pre-build Planeswalker starter decks. Oh boy. You're not going to make your friend quit Magic forever, are you, Valexian? I'm pretty sure that's happened before, right? What's happened to me before, where I rocked up with like an actual competitive deck and my opponent, my friend just did not really appreciate it and pretty much walked away from the game. So we're versing a Witch's Oven deck. We're going to want our Enchantment Hate. That one's Graveyard Hate. That only puts stuff on the bottom. I mean, I don't think, if it's not a permanent graveyard effect, I don't think it's really good against this style of deck that our opponent has. Pithing Needle seems great, though. Nah, no D&D goblins. There's like a 2-mana 5/3 or something that got spoiled. It seems ridiculous. Yeah, goblins is kind of sweet. It does have 3 Monxus and 2 Krenko. Muxus? What's Muxus? I'm not familiar with that. I know Krenko Mob Boss. God forbid I'm going to actually trim on a Titan here. Not really sure it's something people usually do, but we're going to be trying that. Take those out. How's it look? Not sure we need the expedition map. Sure, something like that can't be too wrong against a food deck, right? What's a bit? Muxus is from Jumpstart. Gotcha. Let's have a look. So, Muxus, 6-mana legendary goblin creature. When it enters the battlefield, you may reveal 6 cards from your library. Put all goblin cards with mana value 5 or less from among them the battlefield and the rest on the bottom in any order. When it attacks, get +1/+1 for each other goblin you control. That's a pretty big finisher. That seems kind of fun. Very, very kitchen table-esque. I miss kitchen table Magic. That was honestly one of the best things I had when I was living out of home. Alright, so we have Titan, Talaria West. This just seems like a keep. We can get double Titan by turn 3 into prime time. Misty Rainforest Pass. We'll have to see if they've got the interaction. Skirk Prospector, yeah. Skirk Prospector is nice. Jim Davies uses that in his goblin combo deck that he does, right? Most of our lands enter tapped here, so let's lead on the one that does not. I remember that we went through a phase of my housemate and I went through a phase of building like pauper decks, and he just built this really disgusting Delver pauper deck. I can't even remember the name of the equipment, but it got. This is like going back probably 8 years ago. It got +1/+1 for each instant or sorcery in the graveyard. It's like Runechanter's Pike or something, I believe. And that was like way worse than whatever I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing with that. Alright, so we get a trigger. Get another Urza Saga. Oh my. Do we want to go after some construct tokens here? You debated that card. Yeah. You just picture you at school just pitching it to your class in debate format, right? Okay, so I can reset the Saga, but I'm not sure I want to. I think I just play like a Castle Garenbrig. To place that on the stack, that's weird. But it would have more than doubled the price to add one? Wait, what? What's that card going for these days? Surely it can't be an expensive card. Yeah, it is Runechanter's Pike. Let's have a look on Card Kingdom. 60 cents? I mean, that doesn't seem super expensive. Maybe you're talking about mana value, though. It pains me so much to try and learn the term mana value instead of... He goes after the Urza's Saga instead of the Amulet of Vigor? That seems questionable. Goblin Wizard is just 2 OP. What do you mean by Goblin Wizard is 2 OP? Oh, wait, what the hell is this? Squirrel. Forest Walk. 1 or more tokens would be created under your control. With that many tokens, +1 is made instead. Okay. Gotcha, opponent. Gotcha. Oh my goodness, we drew another Amulet. Pog. So double Amulet, we can Dryad of Elysian Grove pretty freely now. And then we can guarantee prime time next turn. So I guess I'll just play my Growth Chamber out first. Stack it the correct way so I can get all my triggers happening. Untap. Tap. Untap. Tap. Wait, if I bounce the Castle Garenbrig, can I actually get to 4 mana? No, I can't. Okay, this is just wrong from me. Okay, I guess I'll just bounce the Castle Garenbrig here. Wait, if I go for a Zuza, can I continue playing? Because I can Summoner's Pact Zuza to the battlefield. Then I think I can pay for Summoner's Pact because I can go... Is that worth it though? Not sure it's worth it. I think we just punted and we should just wait a bit to get back. You literally just tap it and can play a goblin card without paying its mana cost. Oh, okay, cool. I always liked the... Is it Goblin Lackey deals damage? Put a goblin into play. That card seems really sweet to me. Alright, opponent attacking with his legendary Squirrel Warrior. And what do we find? A Valakut. Okay. So now we can straight up prime time. And I guess if we can straight up prime time, we can probably dry out of Lycian Grove, right? And then play an extra land. I'm getting way too ahead of myself here. Maybe. Alright, let's just play out the prime time. I don't want to overcomplicate this turn. I've lost enough games to me sucking already, so cool. Prime time has entered the battlefield. Let's give it some haste. We want Boros Garrison. We want Slayer's Stronghold. Booyah. This one. Battlefield last. So we want to untap this. Tap this. Untap this. Untap this. Cool. So untap. Tap. Untap. Trigger. Untap. Tap. Untap. Give it more. Give it more beef. Cool. We're doing the thing. Now we have to bounce land. Slayer's Stronghold can be bounced here. Attack for a bunch. Use the ability. So now we can Vesuva plus... Oh god, I need to make this bigger. Plus Sunhome and give double strike. Vesuva, copy Boros Garrison. Boros Garrison bounce trigger last. And it doesn't really matter what order these go in, because we only need to untap Sunhome once. Cool, cool, cool. Opponent creates a food with his little forest card. I'm joking, but I quite honestly have no idea what my opponent's deck is going to do. Collected Company. Okay. He's looking for some power and toughness, I believe. Gilded Goose. Oh, he's got the Academy Manufacturer online to create all the things. Cool. I think we just put Sunhome to hand here. Alright, get in there, double strike and Titan. Opponent's got a few squirrels. He can prevent himself from going to 0, but he has to block with most of what he has, right? There's 4, 5, 6. He has to use the Gilded Goose. Cool. So the wild thing is we can just rinse and repeat all of this. If our opponent somehow manages to deal with the Titan on board, we can just rinse and repeat the whole process all over again. Let's ditch Selesnya Sanctuary. Or maybe not all over again, because Slayer's Stronghold and Sunhome are in hand, but we can get another Titan out at the very least, right? Collected company for my opponent. Alright, opponent meching all the squirrel tokens. We can just go for Dryad of Elysian Grove next turn though, and be all good. Oh, Yamaya. Opponent didn't want to give us Forest too early. Yep. Cool. Drawing the Valakuts. Summoners Pact, Dryad. Red, white, boom. Now we should be able to just play a land, attack our opponent, and shoot them in the face with Valakut triggers. As long as they don't kill Dryad of Elysian Grove, this will work fine. And if they do, we've actually played the wrong land again, and we can still get green mana off the Titan though. What the fuck? Oh, target creature gets neg X and exit X until end of turn. Okay, we've just punted again. Oh my fucking god. How is that a card? Oh god. Oh god. Okay, cool. We lost to squirrels. That sums up my ability here. Cool. Anything we want to change? Explosives on 0 seems okay. I'm not sure how much we want all this artifact and enchantment destruction. Like, it seems a little bit iffy to me. I'm not even sure how much we want a Boreal Grazer. This was not quite the deck I was expecting. We might want Dismember though. Sure, so 3 Titans probably fine. I think a Boreal Grazer is just a bit something like that seems good. Okay, cool beans. Cool beans. No action. Throw. Seems good. Keep. Don't really think we need Radiant Fountain. Potentially we could have boarded it out. Garenberg tapped. Pass. Then we can Saga Explore. Get a Dryad of Elysian Grove happening. Oh, has he got discard now? Boo! Boo! Come on, man. Leave my hand alone. I mulligan once. I don't deserve this. To be fair, my opponent also mulligan once. Oh wait, no, he kept his 7. Never mind. He goes after Dismember, really? Yikes. I have a feeling like I should be scared. Explore. Oh, another Urza Saga? Sure. Opponent has their own Urza Saga. Here's the Gilded Goose. Get some food. Not sure I could actually activate either of these things right now. Valakut enters tapped. Breeding pool does not. Since Valakut is forced to enter tapped, it doesn't matter what I do with my lands. So play our Dryad. Play our Valakut. Play our breeding pool. I guess we'll pay the life. Seems we have the Dismember. Don't really think we're going to be going after Gilded Goose here. Shocking in Fetch Land is pretty telling that we have interaction. They might think like a Nature's Claim or something though. Wow, doing all those triggers just wastes so much of your clock. Like, I'm normally way faster than my opponents, but I'm just 5 minutes behind them on the clock now. Another Urza Saga for my opponent, sure. Alright, there's a stop on my upkeep for some reason. I'm not really sure if we should be utilizing the sagas here. We draw Summoner's Pact. Oh, so good study in main phase these triggers happen. So we can just tap these for mana and then we can actually prime time. Hell yeah. That's so good. That's oh so good. It's Amulet time, baby. So just double check here. Castle Garenbrig, 4 mana, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, cool. So we can do it. We can do the thing. Right. I really have to click each individual mana off that. Wow. That is so convoluted. Alright, let's get our Boros Garrison. Let's get our Slayer's Stronghold. Oops, we've done this almost the wrong way. Which trigger was that we just put on the stack? Holy smokes, what have we done? Lame. Okay, so that needs to go on the stack first, and then... Oh wait, we've done this completely the wrong way. Oh my god. I am such a monkey sometimes. Sure. I've completely ordered this wrong. Let's give our creature some haste, though. Bounce the Slayer Stronghold. Untap the Boros Garrison. Alright, so if we do this right this time, we should be able to just get the kill, right? So we'll go for Sunhome, plus a Valakut. Valakut triggers can just start going face. Why is this not working with the clicks, man? Holy smokes. Alright, so... Alright, opponents conceded. Cool. So that was like our one win of the league. That's embarrassing. You should stop playing fair decks. I mean, maybe. The name of the game surely is not fair decks. Okay. So, I mean, I think there was a lot of room for us to maybe do better than what we did. But yeah, inexperience definitely costing us. I think it's something I want to stick with though, but I'm not going to play another league with this one. I'm going to jump on and maybe play some Merfolk instead now. I'm going to just take a short break to return some cards, rent some new ones. So I just have an intermission screen up, but I'll be about and I'll continue with another league. Bogles? Okay, I'll do Bogles, BDC. Intermission. Alright, might as well, now that I'm back from the bathroom, just switch it over to a more user-friendly screen, right? Stuff that off, click that. Oh, it's been declined or cancelled, apparently not. I'm going to play Bant, because I can't see myself wanting to play the other variant here today. Don't want to change anything from the main deck. I've only got 3 lots of flying, 2 lots of flying here, 2 lots of reach though. That's probably not too bad, and 4 effects isn't the worst. I'm not saying that much prowess, but we've got like the new Dragons Channeler deck. We might want cards for. Do we want like a more mana efficient enchantment removal other than Seal of Cleansing? Maybe not. I think we probably want to be packing some stuff which interacts with Urza's Saga. What do you mean? Update with versions in collection. Add 1, 2, maybe 3. Deafening Silence seems greedy. I don't mind Stubby D. Gadok Teague could be okay. We could like Gadok Teague with protection. I might actually reintroduce a Gadok Teague here. Because like Prismatic Ending's annoying, and if I can stop my opponents from casting them, that's gotta be nice. Let's go in without Graveyard Hate and add an extra Stubborn Denial. So I need to rent 2 Force Negations, and that's it. This one. Cool. Perfect. I will safely say my brain is actually a little bit fatigued after playing Amulet there. That's pretty interesting deck. I guess if I get good at it, I can just take it into some challenges and etc. and build up some tickets and all of that. Have a nice day. Thank you, Mana Traders. You have a nice day as well. Alright, so League. It's Bogle time. Alright, so I'm gonna, obviously play Bant here today because I do think it's just stronger having the forces in the deck. We might get like a little bit punished against Thoughtseize decks. I think we versed, what, one dedicated Thoughtseize deck, and then that Squirrel deck at the end also had discard. But yeah, this is going to be the list we're running here today. I guess we can test out Curious Obsession a bit better and see if that's actually worth it. I think it's probably okay in the metagame. I just wish we could like be more consistent with having a creature in our starting hand somehow. That would be really nice. But without going down on auras and things, like, because having Force of Negation in the main deck, I don't think it's Force of Negation is the sort of card we want to leave in our sideboard either. But having it in the main deck is just, yeah, kind of pog. It like takes up card slots of other effects, right? Match number 1, lost the die roll. We are versing some name I'm not going to try to pronounce. I'll butcher it. It's a Luris deck. We'll have to see if we get destroyed by discard spells. But if not, the hand looks good, and I'll go ahead and keep. You need to foil out your Bogle list on Magic the Gathering Online, you think? Yeah, I mean, back when I was actually winning a lot, which was back after Throne of Eldraine sort of hit, back when I was actually winning a lot, I did actually foil out a lot of my Bogle list online, and it was fairly cheap. I was just doing it with all the tickets that I was accumulating because I had nothing else to do with them. And now it seems like a little bit of a waste of money, obviously, but if you're just playing one list, you can go wild. Kind of reluctant to foil out your paper Bogles because of the curling. You know you can stop the curling a little bit, BDC. If you get... I think they use them for cigarettes. There's like these little carton package things, and they absorb humidity. Um, who was it? Was it the professor? No, it wasn't the professor. It was the magic historian had a video about it on YouTube. And it actually, some of them can actually remove curving of foils. I'll see if I can find it for you. YouTube. Foil. Opponent playing a thing. How do I just go to YouTube? Jesus, man. Thoughtseize every time. Have a look in between games, maybe, or in sideboarding or something. Obviously, if he just takes our Rancor here, it's very difficult for us to cast Daybreak Coronet. If he doesn't take our Rancor, we could always top deck another 1-mana Aura, though. Wow, he's still deciding on that Thoughtseize. I guess we have time to search for it. Foil. Curving. Can I just like search watched then? Maybe not. Oh, he did a thing. He got rid of the Rancor. My opponent chose right. Good on him. Good on him. We brick and draw a Stalker. Spicy. I'd actually block with the Bogle and leave my unblockable creature to attack with. I don't see much value in attacking for 1 here. I swear it was Magic Historian that had it. Unless it was like an old video. What does this one do? Say. Oh, we have action. Voidwalker, sure. Let me block the monkey. It's okay, you can find it, just focus on the game. Alright, cheers, mate. We can actually double block here, but then if they have Thoughtseize, they can take our second Stalker. I think I'll just single block, get rid of the Ragavan. They might just play another Ragavan from hand. It's like legendary, so they can't necessarily have it all out. It's like a little bit annoying that you do have to actually go out and like buy something to dedicate fix it, as opposed to Wizards of the Coast actually fixing it themselves. Sure. Brilliant. Oh my freaking god. Like, this is just sad. I don't even want to shock in for Glade Cover Scout here. I think I'm just going to attack for 1. Block a Ragavan. Off to the side. Stop it from being really annoying. I took Basic Island off the first Ragavan trigger, by the way. But yeah, I'm sure if you had like some of those, I think it's just like little silicon packs or something, whatever they're called, that absorb the moisture. If you had some of those actually in a bit of a larger deck box, I'm sure you could stop the issue altogether pretty well. Alright, opponent attacks in. Blocks. If they got a way to enable the Delirium for their Dragon Rage Channeler. Like, if we can actually get our Hexproof Vigilance Lifelink creature going, will be, like, really good in this matchup. But yeah, we have to be careful about them, like, making us sacrifice our creature somehow, just to avoid the blowout. So we'll hold this up for Dryad Arbor as long as possible. I think if it reaches end of turn, I'll just look to conserve life, though, and get the Temple Garden. Colligan's Command. Return Ragavan. Deal 2 damage to any target going for face. So he's going to look to treasure token the Ragavan back out. Alright. It's pretty much do or die for us here. We need to draw an enchantment or else we just die to their damage. So, nope. Amazing. 4 draws. The deck couldn't do it. We have... Whoops. Return to game. Pile view. We have 19 1-mana enchantments, and in 4 draws we just couldn't do it. So stupid. So Leyline of Sanctity, really good. I don't really see Force Negation having any real applicability here. Not sure if we want Path or Stubby D. There's possibility. We removed our Graveyard Hate, so that's no good. Bringing in Lurrus could be okay. Problem is I don't like see that much that I want to take out. Like maybe I want to take out an Invisible Stalker and bring in the Lurrus. I guess we'll go for that. Oh, we got the Daybreak Coronet. We technically have a creature, but I have not got the gonads to keep this Dryad Arbor creature hand. Alright. Cool, so we have a good hand here. We'll keep, we'll bottom. God, what do we bottom? I think we bottom a Mana Confluence. There's potential for them to have a sacrifice effect post-board. So I kind of want to keep the Scout. So we'll do this in the mana which saves our life total the most over time. And like, pray we don't get fucking Pyroclasmed or some shit. On the back of turn 2 Scout plus Arcane Flight. Oh, fun. We just like lose our 1-mana aura again and just can't cast anything. Brilliant. Can we like really punish this bullshit by just drawing like Staggering Insight? I really like that. Oh, he takes the Daybreak this time. Interesting. Oh, look, mana. Hooray. Watch them, like, just attack our hand as well. Like, they'll have just a random spare discard spell, and they'll just go after the 1 card in hand, the 1 unknown in hand. Not that they can take anything. What are we doing, opponent? Voidwalker, sure. Oh my fucking god. What is this nonsense, man? Keep playing out our lands. If we draw Lurrus, we want to be able to Lurrus, return Daybreak Coronet in the same turn. Explosives on 1. Motherfucker. I mean, we just couldn't do shit. Like, He's literally just like perfectly matched all of our cards with all of his cards in both matches. Like, so it's like one of those really frustrating games in Magic where you just can't do shit. So I guess if we're preempting explosives, Force of Negation's okay. Oh my fucking god. This is pathetic. Like, we're literally not dead. It's just going to be a frustrating and slow game, though. Alright, well, we'll leave Bogle in hand. We also legitimately have 6 sources of totem armor in this deck, and you wouldn't know it looking at the state of this particular match. Thoughts is here? Yeah, I mean, you called it, BDC. I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it. They've got like 5 cards in hand. They've got all the room to just do everything. Well, we've been very, very clearly 3-for-1s on the back of losing our best card to a discard spell. No tempo. Nothing left in the tank. Well, it's not Thoughtseize, but it's pretty similar. I don't think there's any point in like instant speeding out the Dryad Arbor. I only really want to do it if I find like Totem Armor, for example. So I think I'm just gonna leave it where it is. We've just been thoroughly bested by this magician. Cool. Well, I'm like, yeah, just gonna move on. It's not really worth it. Ooh, wild times. I don't like necessarily think that's a bad matchup either. Our cards just lined up really poorly. It's what it is. Yeah, super tough. I mean, when you can get a clean 3-for-1 on engineered explosives and remove all your opponent's creatures, like it's almost always over from that point. Interestingly enough, if we kept the 7 with the Dryad Arbor and the Leyline of Sanctity, we might have been okay. Might have had a like drawn better or something, and they wouldn't have been able to attack our hand. Wait, was that card each opponent, or the creature they played at the end there? Is that each opponent discards, or is it target opponent discards too when it's kicked? That's kind of important for Leyline of Sanctity, right? I can't remember the name of the card though, embarrassingly enough. I guess next time it pops up, probably in this very match. Okay, so another Luris mirror. We lost the die roll against Darth Kid. Gonna be... Oh, wait, won the die roll. Never mind. I don't even know what's going on. I'm just expecting to lose them, apparently. Get out our guy. And if we top deck blue mana, this is going to be fantastic. It's Turok. Okay. Of course it's like got Turok naming, right? Because like it's channeling him to Turok, right? Turok. I'm gonna guess it's 1. Yeah. Target opponent discards 2 cards at random. At least it targets. Most of the cards don't this turn. Alright, we're versing literally the same deck. And we're bricking on mana. Wonderful. Well, I mean, like, as long as we can resolve our thing eventually, resolve our Daybreak eventually, it'll be fine. I think even if they attack our hand and take the Daybreak Coronet, Staggering Insight might even be good enough to get there. The deck's not that fast. It's just very mid-rangey, very like when it gets ahead, it does very well, right? Alright, so there's the Thoughtseize. Discards Lightning Bolt to the grave. The Sorcery is going to go to the grave. He's going to... Oh, he gets rid of Arcane Flight. Interesting. So we got another discard spell? Shadow. Ah, smart. Very smart. Illegal attack. What? What do you mean illegal attack? What is that error popping up on my side for? Wonderful. Okay, well, it just, like, card variance just fucking hates us tonight, man. Jesus, man. It's just not fun when you can't play a game of Magic. Like, if I can't even cast something at 2 mana, what's the fucking point of rocking up? Jeez, man. He's not even attacking with the shadows? Fuck me. What is this nonsense? Lol. Oh my god. Well, it's going to be an easy matchup for my opponent if I never, like, even hit a second land drop. So, you know. There's the team of Battle Rage. I was pretty sure it was coming. Cool. And we lose. Right? GG. Probably didn't need the passive-aggressive explanation mark at the end, but, like, you know what? Fuck online. Force of Vigor doesn't necessarily come out. Thing is, we can still win the game. Like, the thing is, we can't still win the game, because at that point, the best thing we can do is have a 4/4 creature. And our opponent's shadows are growing exponentially bigger. We're like way too far behind. We can't win that game. Path is good. Stalker is slow. I absolutely hate the idea of engineered explosives, but Gadok Tig, honestly, is not a very good answer to explosives. I think we're just like minusing out on Force of Negation and just accepting that explosives absolutely wrecks us. And maybe minusing a Dryad Arbor. Sure. Alright, well this hand can actually cast spells. Let's see how hard it gets fucked by discard. Force of Vigor would be fine. Why would Force of Vigor be fine? What does Force of Vigor do? I think we can reliably enough, like, pitch it for when we actually see it. But what's Force of Vigor do in the matchup? Like, if they play explosives, they just, like, crack it at the same time, right? So if they lead on turn 1 explosives, we have to resolve our totem armor. If not, maybe we can get greedy with Staggering Insight. They probably just make us discard... Oh, wait. Red mana? What's this? No black? Oh, well, that's kind of nice. First strike. Card draw. Alright, opponent has to lose their 1-drop or we draw a card. So I think, yeah, he just lets it go. And I think that's pretty correct on his part. Ethereal Armor. Alright, we're drawing hot. The deck's actually functioning this game. Yeah, we just need to board in like Stony Silence against our red-black mid-range opponent. That's just the play, BDC. If you don't do that, you're doing it wrong. Alright, so now my opponent actually needs to maybe think a little bit because we've assembled a creature and have 2 mana on the board. Has he got enchantment destruction here? Is that what's going on here, opponent? Prismatic ending. Motherfucker. Oh, he's going after the Curious Obsession. That's fine. Lightning Bolt face. Sure. I thought he was going after my totem armor. I'm like way, way happier with that result. Okay. So effect. Other effect. Attack, and for a bunch, draw a card, gain some life. Okay, we've done the thing. What's my opponent doing off black mana? As long as it's not a Chroma's fucking whatever, then we're fine. If it is, then I guess I'll just flip my entire table and you won't see the stream anymore. Cool. Awesome. 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 Hey, Leyline of Sanctity. Welcome to the party, my friend. Play out Ethereal Armor. Should just be lethal. Wait. My opponent doesn't have Blessed Alliance, does he? I think I make him have it. That would be a very odd card for them to have, but... Oh wait, they've got Kaya's Guile. Motherfucker. Never mind, we're just screwed. Fuck my life, man. I should not have committed Ethereal Armor to the board. This is so bullshit. So fucking bullshit, man. Sub and Denials are in the sideboard. I can't even cycle Canopy into. Cool. Incredible stuff. I realized too late. I'm very sleepy again. So like a common theme for me. And a shadow. Yeah, sure. Alright, we're fucked. We're fucked. We both forgot. You know, like, it wouldn't be Magic if we didn't just absolutely get destroyed by something. Absolutely blown out by any deck in Modern. It would not be Modern if that did not happen. Oh, look, a wild Daybreak Coronet appeared, and it does fucking nothing. Oh my god. Cool, well, that's over. Oh, what a fucking sad league. Jesus, man. I like just genuinely just feels so bad having this shit happen to me every matchup. Like, does this happen to you when you play online BDC, or are you like playing at a friendly hour or something? Whenever I play, I seem to verse like the most broken bullshit out there. Yeah, it happens to you all the time. What's like your win rate, if you don't mind me asking? Because mine's like absolutely gone to the dirt with Bogles, and I'm not sure if I'm getting unlucky or if I'm playing badly or whatever. You've been having bad beats the last few weeks? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like doing well if I stay above 50% on Bogles at the moment. It's very upsetting. There's just like too much to be prepared for, and we're just not like. It's too easy for people to interact main deck and post board with us. Like, it never used to be the case with Bogles, but these days just they interact too well. Maybe 45% in the last 3 weeks. Yeah, that's rough. That is very rough. At 1700 elo? Oh yeah. How do you work out your elo? I used to have something around that level, and then I swear it's nowhere near that anymore. I'm probably down much lower. Because like you can look at your win rate in your match history, right? Oh right, okay, I can see it. I just go here. I'm at 1600. 1602 constructed elo. Yeah. That's sad. I used to be up much, much higher. Just a sign of the time in Modern. Oh, great. We lost the die roll. It's starting well already. Oh boy. I mean, the hand is good if we get to resolve our creature. It's not really guaranteed. Dryad is sort of dead, but it's a decent Bogle hand. If our opponent isn't running discard for the fucking third game in a row, that would be fantastic. I think I was at like 1800 at some point. Snowland, Abundant Growth. Oh boy. I don't even know what this is, and I'm already terrified. We're probably versing like Niv Mizzet Reborn or some shit. Which means more Kaya's Guile. Hooray. Maybe we'll like draw our a blue card to pitch to Force of Negation, and things won't be so bad. Oh, it's Enchantress. Fuck. Okay. Oh no, we got like slapped about so hard last time we versed this deck. Spider Umbra. Well, at least it's a card. And then I tried playing the deck and I absolutely sucked with Enchantress. Alright, let's attack in. Maybe if we had a blue card to pitch to Force of Negation, we could counter their card draw aura here and then would be good. I mean, I guess Scythius is also a card draw effect. Sanctum Weaver, sure. Bogles has been getting hard hit because of a few fair creature decks in Modern. Collected company value decks are basically gone. Yeah. But I'm not even that excited to see a collected company value deck because either they're comboing off in some stupid manner or they're fetching Skyclave Apparition and we're just getting slapped anyway. I guess it's like a race to see if our opponent can assemble the thing that stops them from losing life. And if they can, we're just screwed. So I suppose we're going to hold Force of Negation up from this turn onwards, regardless of what we draw, to try and play around that. It's like really upsetting we drew the Scout as well, because if it's Slippery Bogle, it can actually stay in hand and do something. Although they don't have the one that stops it from being countered yet, but there is a creature that stops stuff from being countered. Stirring Grove. Alright, cool. They're going to take at least one more turn to set up. They searched out the Solitary Confinement. and they can cast it off the Sanctum Weaver, and then we just lose. Cool. Well, I guess we'll make them do it. Maybe they forget to tap this thing. Yeah, look. This is turn 4 for our opponent. Oh, how nice it is to be on the play. And there it is. Cool. Good game. Good game. So, cards that have relevance. Stubborn Denial, Seal of Cleansing, Force of Vigor. Flying is kind of pointless. Spider Umbra is kind of pointless, but we might want it for Force of Vigor. I'm not sure if we want Force of Negation. Like, we probably just want Stubborn Denial instead, right? We might even want Path to Exile for their creatures. Just not sure what we're, like, siding out at that point. Something like that. Seems okay. And then, yeah, cool. We'll go with that. Alright, come on, deck. This is a point of pride. Can we win this matchup the second time we play it? Would be really, really nice. I wonder if, like, post-board we take out Hyena Umbras for Like in game 3, we take out high numbers for Force and Negation just to have more counter magic. Maybe. Oh boy. Down to 6. Cool. Down even further? Down even further. We can get a Dryad Arbor. It can self-equip Rancor. We can hold up Stubborn Denial. Then we can have an Ferocity Empowered Stubborn Denial, but can't cast Daybreak. I mean, this is just shit. I don't even have access to my interaction off of it. Alright, keep this. Bottom double lands because they're fucking useless. Got a Bogle hand, which probably sucks to anything too aggressive. Oh, the other thing that would be nice if we were aggressively, like, if we had an actual decent aura that had good enough stats on it to make us a turn faster. Like, that would be really nice. We had another 1-mana Ethereal Armor, or just like a 1-mana like gives 2/2 and either first strike or flying or something, or like 2/1 first strike flying. Amazing. Never hit your fucking land drop. Jesus, man. Maybe I'm supposed to bottom the Daybreak Coronet there, but I don't really think so because it was what, Dryad Arbor plus Island, so it wouldn't have mattered. I think I've actually been missing my basic forest in the deck. I think I'm going to reintroduce it over the second basic planes. There's been a few times where I've wanted to fetch basic forest and I've had to shock instead, and it's been happening frequently enough that it's irritating me. I might actually just put that change into play now. Where's my pretty forest? There it is. Cool. Are you back playing any paper magic yet, BDC? Seal of Primordium. Wow, that's a stinker. Joke's on you. It doesn't work very well against Rancor. I think we just bait the way to be able to resolve Daybreak Coronet. The longer we play around that, the more time we give our opponent, so... He could always kill the Rancor if he's feeling generous. Okay. Goes after Ethereal Armor. Pog move. Do we leave Scout in hand for a future Force of Vigor? I think we leave Scout in hand. I don't think it's going to add anything relevant to the clock. So, like, I get how Enchantress beats Bogles, because, like, we just don't interact, but how does it beat decks that actually interact? Oh, fucking Blood Moon. I'm really glad I left Scout in hand. Jesus freaking Christ, man. Jesus. That is a blowout. We still have a 3-powered creature, though. We can still maybe do something. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Cool. Is he gonna block if I attack? Oh, man. He will most certainly block if I attack. Do I make it happen? Like, I don't care about this creature that much. I've got another 2 in hand. I would actually prefer that thing is off the battlefield than drawing cards, realistically. Like, let's be serious here. Cool. He takes it. Alright, now we just need to find that super spicy one of Force of Vigor, and we might have a play. I never updated my stream stuff. Enchantress's presence. Force, fuck off. Alright, whatever, I'm sick of this game. Let's go to the next one. We're like drawing dead. And yeah, nothing of what we need. Cool. 0-6. Beautiful. That is... that is scary. I hate that, like, a lot of the winnable matchups, like, I just, like, lose the die roll and it's no longer winnable because I've lost the die roll. It's probably saying a little bit about our deck and where it's placed in Modern at the moment if we can't win without winning the die roll. I guess I should update the stream title as well. And hopefully this just does not crash like what it did last time I updated it. Well, not last time. It's crashed once. It's crashed the stream once when I've updated the title mid-stream. Just like, what the fuck, man? It's just not fair. I don't know. I think we're in an awkward spot in the metagame where we both want Force of Negation in our starting deck, and we also want Leyline of Sanctity in our starting deck. And we can't realistically have both those effects in our starting deck and reliably, like, actually win games, right? So, like, depending on the matchup, Force is really good, or Daybreak's, or Leyline's really good. And usually it's like one of the two, and you're just gambling depending on the matchup. Alright, match 4. Won the die roll versus some fellow. Boy, oh boy, I love mulliganing perfectly good hands because they don't have a creature. Cool, I love keeping really average hands because they have a creature. Keep bottom done. Land pass. What's your opinion of Core Spirit Dancer at the moment, BDC? Do you think it's well placed or poorly placed? Because, like, when I play green white, I just don't even feel comfortable having it in my deck anymore. Oh, Hardened Scales might be okay. Elves would have just been game over. Infect would have been game over, but we might get there against Hardened Scales. Maybe. Maybe if all the stars align, we can do it. I do value having the unblockable creature here instead of the Bogle. So just run it out slow and see what we can do. I will say, like, Urza Saga's not the easiest card to play either. So we can do that there. That there. Planes can't tap for anything, but that is fine. Go ahead, get in for 4. We're winning the race again. Let's go. For some small amount of time, we will be winning the race here. When these construct tokens start getting massive, we might be in some trouble then. So interestingly enough, they played the... Oh wait, they have to place 1 counter on it, so they do have to play this for 1. I thought they could play it for 0, but that's just maybe another creature. Cool. Maybe that's if they have that green-white creature that puts stuff on, but it does to state-based effects if a trigger goes on the stack. They literally have to cast it for 1, I think. All right. Long thought intensive turn. Understandable though, given the complex deck my opponent is playing. Also, have you tried out Prismatic Ending at all, BDC? If so, what's your opinion of the card? Is it just like more awkward than Path? Because like I think like Control loves it. It's just like another card. They gave Control Counterspell and Prismatic Ending. It's like, oh my god, how many more cards can they give Control? Before like something gets banned. I don't know. Control just seems in a great place these days. But yeah, like I think the sorcery speed's relevant for us. Like reversing Amulet Titan, we don't, for example, have anything that can counter the Primeval Titan, right? Like, so them having an efficient mana spell is like less good. Pithing Needle. Name that Horizon Canopy opponent. Beautiful. Oh, okay. I don't mind that one. That's a fantastic draw. Maybe fantastic is being a little bit too excited. I'm not sure my opponent realizes that he can't block this. Unless he's just looking to tap it and put counters down. Which is probably the line, building up a massive board state for a Saga. Spicy. That's not so spicy. I think we have a little bit of no fear and just commit like an extra point of damage to the board here. Alright, it would be really peachy to draw an aura at this point though. Like, I think we drew Staggering Insight, which is a fantastic draw, but we've just drawn mana and creatures since. Be really nice to curve it out with something hard-hitting like Ethereal Armor or Daybreak Coronet. And even if we were to draw our one of Sentinel's Eyes, seems we don't have First Strike, it could make for some awkward blocks. What does my opponent go for on 1 mana when he has the Ozolith out already? And Pithing Needle out already. This will be interesting. Oh yeah, that thing. Gotcha. A Hardened Scales on a effectively tutorable body. I think Hardened Scales has been doing very well as an archetype since they got the new card. Alright, fantastic. We drew the thing. Let's go. Could cycle Canopy pre-combat? No, we can't because Pithing Needle. Gotcha. Attack for 10. Put our opponent to 1. Is our opponent just going to kill us with Infect now? Is that what's going to happen? Oh my god, please no. I guess we'll represent Path to Exile. But I think there's a kill with Inkmoth. Wait, can these kill themselves or they can't? They need something that can they can destroy an artifact they control with Zabaz. Gotcha. So I think they win here if they trigger this all right or correct. But they need 1 more land drop so they can put a counter on the or 3 counters on the Hangerback Walker first. So land drop would guarantee them the win, but it also needs to be a land drop that doesn't hurt them. What's this? Power Depot. Right. A modular land from Horizons 2. Gotcha. I'm sure it can make for like a little bit of an awkward start, like with not being able to turn on the hardened scales as reliably, but it seems powerful, and they could always play something like the Ozolith or just like a modular creature or Zabaz on turn 1 instead. Oh, he's got the land drop. We're fucked. GG. Destroy their own artifact. Get a million little Thopter tokens. Animate Inkmoth Nexus. Go to beginning of combat, etc. So Ozolith gets, is it 10 counters put on it here? 8. And I'm pretty sure all of those go onto Inkmoth Nexus, and he ends up with 10 counters on the Inkmoth Nexus for 11 damage. Actually, I want to check how this works. Oh, he ends up with exact seas. Holy shit, man. That is a little bit clutch. Cool. Oh boy, I love winning the die rolls sometimes, you know, it's very beneficial or something. Not sure how much we want Force of Negation here. It's probably good. Honestly, Sentinel's Eyes out. I'm not sure how much we want Hyena Umbra. Like, First Strike's kind of nice, but I think I prefer other effects. Maybe I just minus the Spider Umbra out. -1 here. Two cards still. Maybe Path is just greedy. It's like really good at removing their creatures though. I don't think 4 effects is enough. I think I want 6. Maybe I can trim on Force. Trim like 1 Force. Arcane Flight loses value. Okay. That will do. Let's see what we can do through probably Hand Disruption this game. Oh my god, it's a decent keepable hand. Let's keep it before somehow it shuffles back in on its own. I know it's early days and this is only the second game against this opponent, but this is clock's like starting to get lowish at 17 minutes. Like that was an 8-minute game. If this is like a 10-minute game or something, he might run out of time to do what he needs to in the third match, assuming that he doesn't just kill us quickly. Maybe like for once in our life, the clock is relevant on Bogles. It's like the cringiest game that's going up on Sunday where my opponent slow plays as I'm like needing to leave for dinner. My opponent slow plays and wins with like 33 seconds on the clock, I think it was. And it's just like, what the fuck, man? Like, so frustrating. But yeah. Okay, so guy down, pass the turn. Hardened Scales. I mean, I think that's a decent spell to counter with our Slippery Bogle. Maybe not as good as the Ozolith, but I think it's worth countering. Remember, they can get the Ozolith with Urza's Saga, for example. So Do I want to be like fast and deal damage here, or mana efficient start drawing cards? We just have to be aggressive. We shouldn't be overthinking these things. As much as I like card drawer, it's probably not worth 3 damage. Ancient Stirrings from my opponent. Finds Hangerback Walker, plays the Nexus, plays as a Buzz. Cool. Card draw aura, swing. Does it have flying as well? It does not. It can give flying though. Looks like it already has wings. I don't know. I mean, the card probably doesn't need more text, but it looks like it should have flying based off the picture. Oh, look, we have essentially lethal next turn, so that's kind of spicy. Opponent conceded the game. Alright. That works. Let's bring in extra force, take out 1 mana source. And I mean, maybe it's just the Dried Arbor that goes out instead of the Hallowed Fountain. Alright, let's submit. So we have like a Rancor and Force interaction. I mean, like, Force was good last game, but it doesn't leave us with much of a hand. I think opponent's mulligan to 6. I think on the balance, we're just going to look to cheat a win off Force and Negation. Let's try for that. Hell to the no. Alright, this is more like it. So, decision here land-wise. There's potential that we want to hardcast a Force of Negation later on because we're out of blue cards, right? Which means we lead on Mana Confluence, but we take more damage and we don't have life gain. Yeah, I think I'll take the like slightly more damage to hedge my chances of hardcasting Force of Negation in future turns. It's potential we can just get basic Island off the Misty Rainforest as well, so we don't even need to fetch Shocker. We can just play our Plains, double Aura, hold on to Misty Rainforest for now, then deploy it the turn after. I don't mind that. I'm so used to like fetch shocking the Misty for Hallowed Fountain, but yeah. Not the case this time. Second Hardened Scales. Alright. It was afraid of the second Force of Negation taking me down to 2 cards in hand. I mean, to be fair, that might not leave him with very much. I'm so in love with that Ethereal Armor draw. Oh my god. More mana. Well, we are effectively ramping upwards and towards our being able to hardcast Force of Vigor. That could come in handy. Oh no, Inkmoth Nexus. I don't like the look of that. We've got bad memories about that card. Ancient Stirrings. Opponent finds the Ravager. Assume we just play that now. Does that now? We can't Saga. Saga can find Ozolith. Really hope I draw Artifact or Enchantment Hate for the Saga here. Or just like a path for the Inkmoth when it inevitably attacks for 1,000,000,000,000. Alright, opponent casts the Ravager. Sure. Hits for 2. Yep. Hey! Pog, let's go. That's a good card for us. I think I'm just going to get the island here to represent Stubborn Denial. It should posture like reasonably effectively. Cool. So Saga can tap for mana, get Ozolith for free. They can then use their Arcbound Ravager to start genning these tokens around the place. So I assume they're going to go for the Animate Inkmoth Nexus line. I guess they shouldn't have done that, because if I hold up white mana, I represent Path. Are we just dying turn 4 again? If he's not pre-combating any other creatures, I don't think he can do it. Oh, wait, because he gets double counters from the Ozolith? Oh, shit. I think we're just fucked. Oh, boy. Well, I thought this win came out of nowhere, but maybe it was more obvious than it appeared. We'll have to see if he actually gens enough tokens. We're literally one attack off killing our opponent too. This is massively upsetting. Yeah, we're fucked. As long as he sequences this right, we lose. Man, what I'd give for Stifle right now. That would be a nice one. Alright, well that's like 1,000,000 enough, so yeah, cool. Well, I mean, maybe we could have represented Path, because we're killing our opponent next turn anyway. It's whatever. I think I'm just gonna donate this win and then fucking call it there, because this is just sad. It really is sad. Just a turn too slow. Like, literally. Either we get fucked by inefficiencies or we're just a turn too slow. Hmm. I don't know. I can't go out without a single win. I'll play it out. Maybe. I'll just like concede it if it's a shit matchup. I'll just leave. If it's something that I really don't feel like playing, I'll just call it. But yeah, we should try and get a win, right? Alright, if we can ever find a matchup, Magic Online has apparently broken because it's too difficult for us to get someone paired as rubbish as we are, apparently. We subboarded in 6 removal spells and didn't see a single one, also. I'll just point out on that one. Bad beats. Needed that next level Vapor Snag to just pump it all to hand. Miserable times. Okay, well, apparently we literally cannot find a matchup. Alright, let's see if I can find this one about foil cards here. What on earth is he saying? Apparently we found our match now. Cool. Lost the die roll. And hand is poo-poo. Well, if I don't get a decent hand, I might just leave. Says my opponent is currently... Oh no. Tishishi. Oh my god, could you hurry up and fucking mulligan so we can get into the game? Like, I'm probably just giving you the win anyway. Oh my god. And after all that, he keeps a 7. Holy shit. Down to nothing. Hey boy, and I love my no-landers. Cool, keep. Put 3 cards on the bottom. Coronet. Insight. Oh, we have to put 1 more on the bottom. Lame. Alright, goodbye staggering. Insight as well. It's a control deck. You know what I love? Control decks, they are really slow. Matches go really slow. Trio, oh boy. So, like, they'll have prismatic ending for our effect anyway. Oh no, I don't like that. 2 mana. Stoneforge Mystic? Question mark? Stoneforge Mystic, okay. Seems less awful. Batterskull, yeah. Seems correct. Curious Obsession off the top. Alright, well we like apparently don't care about our life total at all. So let's go ahead and resolve some auras, shall we? Give me something. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Maybe like some vigilance. Yeah, give me vigilance. Always yes, always yield. Booyah. Oh, mana. Yes, just what the doctor ordered. Oh my. I think we just attack for the 4 here. I might actually hold up Force Negation, as weird as that may or may not sound. If he's got Cadra complete, we're just screwed. We draw the Daybreak. That's pretty sweet. Right. So has he got counter magic? Is that what's going on here? Just make it look like we drew Curious Obsession. I think I want to resolve my auras. Okay. Apparently no counter magic unless he was holding it that whole time. That resolves. Alright, there's the Batterskull. Attacks for 4, gains 4. So I guess we're going to have to see if he's got the Cadra complete or whatever it's called as well. If he does, we're probably screwed. Oh, he's tapping mana. Yeah, okay, cool. Fuck. Give me cards. Give me cards, opponent. Prismatic Ending for 2. Lures to hand. We still have Force up. Can take another hit for 4. And then, you know, maybe we draw something or something. Could be nice. I really hate the Prismatic Ending exiles our enchantment as well, by the way. Ooh. Don't have removal. We have to attack here, by the way. Counterspell. Oh boy. Hooray. Force of Negation never looks so rubbish as it does in this matchup. What a spicy fucking draw. Oh my god. What the fuck, man? Oh my god. So I think Force Negation's bad here. I think Stubborn Denial is actually very good. Apparently that's not enough card for me to click it onto the screen though. Seal of Cleansing seems great. Path seems medium. I just had a thought. Yeah, so brutal. At least it's not Caldra, yeah. Well, I mean, here we are. We lost anyway, man. Welcome back, by the way. What do you reckon? Path or no path? BDC? So I had a thought, and I'm going to go over it at the end, because this card might actually be good again. I've keyed it up. It might be getting... I might be playing a deck containing it, honestly. With the amount of, like, 1-drops running around, it could actually be really, really sweet. Flying's important. Vigilance, not so much. I don't think Spider Umbra really does much. Minus on the Stalker. It's a good looking deck. Get ready for the explosives blowout, by the way. It's coming. It's coming. The actual, like, 05 when I'm trying to win. It's literally coming. I can feel it. Alright, cool. This hand is good. Number 1. I have to bottom something. I think I bottom Path to Exile. Maybe I'm supposed to bottom Daybreak, but I don't think so. I'm never gonna mulligan, like, drop the mana here. Opponent mulls to 6 as well, so I'm gonna ditch the Path. No artifact destruction hits it, lol. As in, the artifact's actually indestructible? Because can't I just go after the Caldra? Or is the Caldra artifact side indestructible? I thought it just made the creature indestructible. Wow, okay. Well, that's going to be awkward as fuck. Next level play. Path the Stoneforge Mystic so we can't get Caldra outright. Yeah, that's probably not the play, but that seems awful. Alright, what disgusting artifact is my opponent getting? You can go after the gem, but the artifact is also indestructible. Right. Well, this is going to be very sad if we don't draw some sort of flying. We've literally lost our out. Artifacts are too good. What the fuck, man? And, like, literally, because the creature has indestructible as well, we're just bricked off attacking. My opponent wants to spend mana going after Daybreak Coronet here. I said he wants to go after Daybreak Coronet here. Fuck. What do I do? Natty top the one other path in my deck. Natty top flying. So I'm drawing to 3 cards. Best thing you can do is go over the top of it with flying and kill them with trample damage, sack to the creature and win. Yeah. Unfortunately, Rancor's not going to be enough. Oh, yes. Pog opponent. Let's go. Let's go. Get out of here, Prismatic Ending. Opponent's going to lose their Stoneforge Mystic. We did it. Oh, boy. We did it. Oh, shit. Alright, let's run it back. I'll take it. Jesus. Ugh. I'm sure he's fuming. Oh, we got the Seal of Cleansing this time, but Caldra is going to be irritating if they go for that side. I think it's worth a keep, regardless of whatever else. I just thought of the best card ever, and it's really good against Stoneforge Mystic decks, and I think I might be doing up a list to play a future league with that's including it. But you'll have to stick around until the end debrief. They always grab Cowdra versus Bogles. Does that mean it was in his sideboard? Because game 1 against him, he grabbed Batterskull. At least we have Curious Obsession to start trying to draw stuff, right? Right. Oh, he's going for Batterskull again. He could just have Cowdra in hand. Very odd. So we're sort of drawn dead a bit here, I think. Yeah, I don't know, but they did have... The Cowdra having the first strike indestructible makes it so much harder for us. Yeah, it really does. Really does. I think I'm going to attack for 2 here. Look to try and draw Path to Exile. Although it's not really that super crazy relevant here. Make a decision after that. How much worse does Seal of Cleansing look in the face of our opponent having Prismatic Ending as well? That's disgusting. Oh look, yay, hooray, a Bogle. Just what we wanted. You can't like give me A flying or B removal. I mean, I know we've got one sort of removal here, but I'm a bit iffy on it. Alright, so I'm gonna look to attack with the smallest creature I can. And if he does actually only have Batterskull, we might be able to Seal of Cleansing it away end step before he can bounce it. Let's give as little information as possible at the moment. If I see Cowdra, I'll scoop. Really? Odd. Oh my god, yes. I don't think I want to Arcane Flight. I kind of think I want to save it, but then I might not be able to Seal of Cleansing plus Daybreak. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and Arcane Flight now. He's got the counterspell. He can cast the counterspell. I sort of have a feeling his Natty got Cowdra in hand. He has counterspell for sure, yeah. Except it stops my opponent from like putting Cowdra or Batterskull into play for a turn. Wow, it's just resolved. He could just have Prismatic Ending though and just deal with it on board. And he's going for the Batterskull side? What is going on? Lightning Bolt face. Cowdra into play is 11 damage and we're dead to Lightning Bolt. No Cowdra. I'll take the germ damage. Right. Wait, Cryptic Command? Probably. Sorry, Daybreak. I need you. I don't think we get to attack step there. I think we need to force the Daybreak. As opposed... Like, we get a card draw if we just go for it. I think the Daybreak's warranted, though. Just to counterspell. Alright. Get in there, Bogle. Believe in you. Tear. Sure. Opponent loses their Stoneforge Mystic here, and we take 3 damage to kill this bloody Batterskull. Alright. 2 cards left in my opponent's hand. Perfect. We can still do it. Get ready for like Ragavan into Lightning Bolt or some shit though. Just double bolt. Yeah, we are in a really good spot. I agree. Go for the Rancor. That resolves. Okay, land. I don't think the 1 damage from the Confluence makes a difference. Me taking another damage from it could be an issue though. But for now, attack for 8. Draw a card. Tear on Curious Obsession. Alright, attack for 7, draw a card. Lame, just need to be out of bolt range. Exactly. And the 2 damage on Rancor is definitely worth it. Cool. So it's possible he's got counter magic. Snap Bolt. Oh, fuck me. GG. I guess it was wrong to attack with the second Bogle for Snap Bolt reasons. Yikes. Big yikes. That was an actual 05. Yeah, not really sure what to think. Okay, so the big mystery card I'm going on about BDC is Savage Swipe. I think Savage Swipe could actually be really well placed in the metagame right now. Maybe more for green-white rather than blue-white. But Savage Swipe is great. Of course, man. It's so tilting. Yeah. Well, like... It's just literally what's happening to me tonight is I'm getting effed every match. So, like, it's just what it is. I can't help it. I actually think I'm valuing flying a lot more at the moment, possibly even wanting 4 copies of Arcane Flight in the deck right now. Sentinel's Eyes I don't really like, but I do actually, I'm starting to like Curious Obsession again as well. Could be that we just end up minusing out on Spider Umbras and like trim on Rancors or something. Yeah, I think like maybe something like that for next league. I really think we need a good answer to Urza's Saga. What are these 1 mana creature decks? More Vigilance is good against the 1 mana creature decks, and also Flying is good. I'm not sure. That was such an unlucky league, man. Don't beat yourself up on that one. Just got beat by bad RNG. Man, I've been getting beat by bad RNG for months. It's literally the power creep. Like, it's literally what it is. Alright, so I think next time I play, I'm going to try green-white Bogles. I'm going to go for Savage Swipes in the deck, in the main deck. And I'm going to really trim down on my effects to try and make sure I have turn 2 Savage Swipe. Savage Swipe is tech, you guess? Well, it's good against the black-red decks, and it's good against the Stoneforge decks. I mean, like, as long as I'm not versing control, Savage Swipe is a very, like, good card in the metagame, I believe. It's, like, even good against Titan. You can even, like, one aura and kill your opponent's Dried of Elysian Grove. Like, that's pretty good. Short of them combat tricking us. But yeah, I think like something like that's what I'm gonna try. What are your thoughts on Core Spirit Dancer at the moment? Are you running it or not? Pick your brain while I got you here. I think with a build like this, maybe I can actually try Core Spirit Dancer again. I don't know. Oh, and your other thing, what are your thoughts on Core Spirit Dancer? Are you like hating Spirit Dancer as much as I am? I often bought it out. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Alright. Well, I think that's going to be it for me for tonight. Thanks so much for stopping by and letting me pick your brain. Yeah, appreciate having you here. And have a wonderful day. Like, it just instantly gets removed. You almost never get to attack with it. Oh, with the Spirit Dancer? Okay, cool. Alright, so you probably agree with me then. Alright, I might keep Silhana in for another league here. And I'm not really sure I like Suppression Field that much. I think Graveyard Hate is pretty reasonable. Pathway Land seems fine. Yeah, like this seems okay to me.